Hey, what is up guys, Sam here, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Discord coding series. This series is brought to you by Salad. Salad is a cryptocurrency miner that lets you easily earn money when you're not using your computer. Salad is partnered with Discord and all of Salad's code is open source. You can use Salad to redeem rewards like Discord Nitro, Amazon gift cards, and so much more. You can also use your Salad balance to redeem games such as Cyberpunk 2077 and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Or if you prefer, a massive selection of gift cards and even donate to charity directly through Salad's app. Now Salad have given us a special code just for our audience to use. If you use code TDE, you will earn 2 times the earnings on your Salad account and get that gift card before anyone else. Check out Salad today at the link below. So today we're going to be defining our bot in the code. You should be at this point by now having this folder structure with your index.js made, and you should have your token somewhere in the file, but if you don't, you can easily get it from the Discord page later on, but I just put it here for ease of use. And today we're going to be starting the coding process of the bot. So the very first thing we're going to do is import Discord into our file. So we're going to use a keyword const, which basically means constant, as in we cannot change whatever we define after this. So we're going to do const Discord. Discord is the name that whatever we put after this equals will be stored in. Require discord.js. This basically is saying the library discord.js we installed in the previous episode is going to be stored in this Discord variable. So anything related to our Discord API or Discord endpoints are going to be in this Discord variable. So now we're just going to basically do const bot. Const is the keyword again we're going to be using. It means that this cannot be assigned to any other value except for what is set up here. So we're going to do const bot equals new discord.client. This basically is just saying the bot is going to be in a new instance of Discord client. Since Discord client is in here, we had to import this first. So make sure you have these the right way around or else you get an error here. Then we're going to do bot.login, which basically just signs the bot in with the Discord API. Copy our token from up here, and then put this inside of quotes, and make sure there's no space at the start. But this will now make our bot log in to the Discord API. So if we start up the bot, you want to head up to terminal, new terminal, and then in here type node space and then a dot. And as you can see, the bot should now be online. We're going to head over to our Discord client. And we can see tutorial bot is online. So that is the first step of getting our bot up and ready. So we can see the bot is online. It won't do anything right now. It's just basically reported its status to Discord as being online when it's received this message. So next we're going to do our first event with the bot, which is going to be bot.on. On meaning this will run on an event happening. So we're going to use the ready event. And then you just want to basically put 2 normal brackets, then an arrow, and then curly brackets. So basically whenever you're doing a function in JavaScript, you're going to want these 2, which are opening parentheses. Then you want an arrow, which basically means do this, and then this bracket will start the code to execute whenever this happens. So then you want to do console.log, which basically will output something down here, bot online, for example. And what you can do is press Control-C down here to stop this, and then type node dot again. And as you can see, bot online, and our bot is online. So that is an example of our first event. I'll run through it really quick again. Bot.on, basically whenever the bot is ready, basically bot.on the ready event. And then it will console.log, which means just log something in this console here, bot online. So now we're going to prepare our message event. Now this is the key event to all bots, as this is what we'll be responding to your messages. So bot.on once again, but this time on message. And above, we didn't need any information from Discord API, but what we do need this time is message. And then the same thing again from above to open a function, and there we are. So the first thing we're going to want to do is just set up our prefix. So let prefix equal, and then whatever you want the prefix to be. So I'm just going to say exclamation mark. Then you're going to want to do a small bit of logic towards processing the message. So we're going to want to first split the message up by a space. So let's say you type the message like hello there. We're going to make basically an array, which is a list of the words hello and there split up. So it will basically look like this. Hello there. Basically an array basically means a list that looks like this. It holds whatever amount of elements you put in there. There we go. So it can hold strings, numbers, anything you want in there. So we're going to do let message array equal message, which is the thing we've called from the API here, dot content, which is the content of the message, what the user has typed, dot split. And in here we want to put what we want to split it by, so we're going to split it by every space. That means it will take hello there, for example, the message we've sent, and it will take it and it will split it into hello and there separately, removing the space between them. So this is really useful for command arguments as well, because if, let's say, ban and then a user, we'll say have the user here and then the reason here, for example, and we can split those up and then we can process both of those differently, which we'll be doing later on. Next, we're going to want to basically get what command they've used. So a command is going to be the first part of this here. So let's say they did dash, I'll show you, so dash ban, for example, ban and then user. It will basically come out as ban and user. So we're going to want to get this part of the command to see what they've actually used. So let's do let command equal message array 0. 0 is the first element of an array in JavaScript. You might think it starts at 1, but 1 is actually the second value. So in JavaScript, just remember 0 is always going to be the first element of a list, well, an array, which is a list. So then you're going to want to do then you want to get the arguments for the message, which is basically everything except for this ban. So if an argument, for example, would be user, or possibly if we had a reason in there, it would be reason. So if we did ban user reason, this is the command, and these would be the arguments that they've given to use the command. So we're going to have let args is short for arguments, equal message array. So basically using the same array up here that we split the message into, except this time we're going to dot slice 1, which will basically slice the first element off it. So for example here, ban user reason, command would be equal to ban since it's the first element, and then args would be equal to the user and the reason. So it's separated that completely from the command. So at the top here as well, actually, we're going to want to add in if message dot author, meaning the user who sent the message, dot bot. So if the message author is a bot, return. And return basically means stop the code there. This allows, if you're setting up any kind of currency system or anything in the future, that bots could not, for example, people couldn't code bots to loop and run commands and overload your bot or anything like that. This basically adds a protection for you and your bot to not be rate limited or be abused by other bots that people have coded. So this is a key line here. A second line you might want to put in if your bot is only going to be used in servers rather than in DMs is if message.channel.type is not equal, exclamation mark means not. So throughout JavaScript you'll see exclamation marks. So basically this means not equal to, and make sure when you're using equals you put 2 equals whenever you're saying equal to, because as you can see up here, this is 1 equals to set it equal to. So 2 equals means if this is equal to, and this means I'm setting this bot word to this thing here. So make sure there's 2 equal signs, is not equal to, and then text inside of quotes. So this is basically saying if the message channel type is not a text channel, then return and stop the code there. So we've added those 2 safeguards now for our code. We're going to want to continue down here, and we're going to want to make sure we're not picking up any messages that don't start with our prefix up here. So we're going to put if not message.content dot, and it's a lovely one we can use here, starts with, and then our prefix. So if not message start with prefix basically is just if the message does not start with the prefix we set up here, then we're going to want to return there and stop again. So the next step, we're actually going to start processing commands. So we can see here that command is equal to exclamation mark ban in this instance, for example. But we don't always want to have to write exclamation mark ban, for example, down here. So what we can do is add on to the end of this let command as dot slice prefix dot length. This will basically slice again, starts at the start and takes off whatever number is in here. So this took off 1 element of our array, which went from ban user reason to just user reason. This will basically take the prefix off of the start of the word. So if we had exclamation mark ban, for example, it would just turn into ban, since it's taking off the prefix dot length, which in our case is just 1 character, which is an exclamation mark. If you had 3 characters or 4 characters in your prefix, this will just work anyway, since it's getting the length of whatever you put in here. So that will then make us not have to put the prefix every time we want to define it. Okay, now we can write our first command, if command is equal to, and then we're going to put in, for example, hello. So this will make basically if the command, which is, for example, this will basically say, look for this at the start of a message. If we look for exclamation mark hello, since we have the prefix here, and we have the command here, which is going to be this word hello minus the exclamation mark, as we've just taken it off at the end here. So if command is equal to hello, then you want to do curly brackets to open up a new function, and you're going to want to write, for example, message.channel, which gets the channel it was sent in, .send, and then open some quotes and write hello, for example, and then there. That now, if we restart the code, Control C, and we go back up here, we see bot is online, and if we do exclamation mark hello, we've got our first command going. The bot will now respond hello whenever we do exclamation mark hello. So obviously this is quite a basic command to have in your bot. It's not going to be anything you release publicly, unless you want to, but we're going to get definitely more advanced as we go on, but as long as you understand what is actually happening in this set of code here, that will set you up greatly to understand how to make your own bots in the future without having to follow my tutorial or anyone else's tutorials. So I hope this tutorial has helped you learn how to first set up your bot and how to make your first command, and I hope you understand what's actually happened in this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try and get back to you, or possibly even someone in the community will get back to you. And that is basically all for this episode, guys. I'll see you in the next one.